If your ancestors came to the United States by force, for example, slaves, take one step back. If there were more than 50 books in your house growing up, take one step forward. If you ever felt unsafe because of your sexual orientation, take one step back. If you believe that you were denied employment because of your race, gender, or ethnicity, take one step back. If you believe that you were paid less because of your race, gender, or ethnicity, take one step back. If you have visible or invisible disabilities, take one step back. If you were ever stopped or questioned by police because of your race, take one step back. If you have ever felt uncomfortable about a joke directed at your gender, take one step back. If you can show affection for your romantic partner in public without fear or ridicule or violence, please take one step forward. If you were embarrassed about your clothes or house while growing up, take one step back. If your parents or guardians attended college, take one step forward. If you attended private school as a child, take one step forward. If you attend college, take one step forward. If you had to take out loans for your education, take one step backward. If you were raised in an area with crime and drug activity, take one step back. If you came from a supportive family, take one step forward. If you were separated from your family of origin for any time, for example, foster care, take one step back. If you have tried to change your speech or mannerism to gain credibility, take one step back. If you are able to move through the world without fear of sexual assault, take one step forward. If you can legally marry the person you love, take one step forward. If you were sexually active with several people and it would improve your social reputation in other people's eyes, take one step forward. If you are reasonably sure that you will not be denied access to jobs or political resources because of your gender, take one step forward. If you are able to drive carelessly without someone attributing it to your gender, take one step forward. If you are relatively sure you can enter a store without being followed, take one step forward. If you are reasonably sure you would be hired based on your ability and qualifications, take one step forward. If your family automatically accepted you to attend college, take one step forward. If you have ever traveled outside the United States, take one step forward. If your parents worked nights and weekends to support your family, take one step back. If you can buy new clothes or go out to dinner when you want, take one step forward. If you get time off for your religious holiday, take one step forward. If English is your first language, take one step forward. If you can walk alone at any time of day or night without thinking about safety, take one step forward. If you went to galleries, museums, and plays with your family, take one step forward. If you attended private school or summer camp, take one step forward. If you were raised in a single-parent household, take one step back. If you studied the culture of your ancestors in elementary school, take one step forward. If members of your gender are portrayed on TV in degrading roles, take one step back. If you have been a victim of sexual harassment, take one step back. If you have been a victim of violence because of your race, gender, class, or sexual orientation, take one step back. If you ever went on family vacation, take one step forward. If you have ever had a maid, gardener, or cleaning service, take one step forward. If you can walk past a construction site without being looked up and down or calculated at, take one step forward.